All right. Third time's a charm. Let's get painting. So the original rabbit that I painted a long time ago had wasn't just red. He was had some purple and blue in there, so we're gonna do that. I think it's okay if it's not completely smooth because rabbits have fur. And this moon gives the impression of a rabbit beneath the night sky. But my original and the way that I intend to make this isn't that it's a night sky, but that he's in space. So we want not just the moon, we want planets and stuff. We have some red in there. We want to create an aura for this guy, and we want more than one color to the aura, so we want some subtleties. We want a little bit lighter at the top, but we still want to make the blackness of space. Get some purple in there. I want him to be primarily red because that's how he's been for a while, but I do want some blues in there too, some violets. So far, so good. Turn out a lot more purple than I was intending, but that's perfectly fine. Because I'm doing layers. All right, and I want to give the rabbit slash hare slash trickster a feeling that it is glowing. Let's change up paint brushes. I want to kind of hit the sweet spot between having it look stylized and realistic. And by that I mean I want his body to have, you get the feeling that he looks like a fairly realistic rabbit, but at the same time, he's a the idea isn't to paint a rabbit that actually exists, but rather one that exists as an archetype. So you want to make it a little bit more symbolic. Originally, I had like galaxies and stuff in the spiral, so there we go. We'll weave some red in there. And then we will get a wet brush to sort of blur those lines. Before the paint dries. And I don't want to make this video too long. Last time I did it like for 45 minutes, but I don't really feel like spending that much time on this today. It's great when you get into the flow of things, but you get a little bit burnt out at the same time when it's not really going how you want it to. So all right. All right, so we'll add some blue. I like making auras around things. It kind of makes it feel like the thing the object is this radiating connection with the environment in which it is in. Some people have that as a gift. Some people have it. I don't have it intrinsically. I mean, I've seen auras, but some people can just look at a person and see their aura. So yeah, I believe it's a real thing. All right, blend that. All right, let's add some planets and stars. I was wanting to sort of get the whole background perfect before I start on that, but let's go for it. just a sec. And some blue. I want to make it a little bit of blue in there. We want to make the very wide. I'm trying to get as many different colors and shades in here as possible. Yeah, it doesn't look too nice. It's too muddy. Anyway, that's okay. Actually, I was gonna try to get the more of the crisscross pattern, but I might actually kind of give you almost the effect of like there's flames coming up around it. Even though it's not the effect I was going for, it's still a pretty cool effect, so we'll just go with it and we'll see how it works, making it look like he's in space. All right. We have a little bit of red in there, just enough to... I might not even add planets and stars. I mean, this is... I might want to just save that concept for elsewhere, since this is really working. And if I try to make it turn into what was there before, I might not really have as much luck, so... And we'll leave some blue in there. All right, 1330. Probably not make this more than 20 minutes long. There we go. All right. Well, I think we're going to go with that. I really wish I'd taken a picture of the original. Man, I was feeling a little bit anxious before I started painting. You know, just as the day winds down, I feel a little bit anxious sometimes. Didn't get all the stuff I wanted done. Thinking too much, but you know, and I was thinking, man, I don't know if painting's gonna help. But it has, because I haven't been, until now, thinking about any of those things. I'm in an upward spiral in my life right now. And so when I feel down or anxious, makes me, the suckiest thing about anxiety is when you get anxious about the fact that you're feeling anxious. And if you're feeling anxious right now, just know that, hey, it's okay. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. It's a easy thing to say, but harder to actually put into practice. So oh, what's that one? Why is there black in there? I wonder if I should add some black. Oh, I got it. All right. It's kind of cool. You know, I think the original painting that I was going for, that would actually work a lot better as a drawing. So there we go. I was kind of bummed at the thought that I wasn't actually going to end up using the original concept. But I still can, so... And then we're going to try using blue for shadows instead of black. And let's mix some red and white, make some pink, so that looks like light's coming off of. So there, it's like there's light there. All right, so I didn't look at anything, I don't think, when I originally made this, so it's kind of, I think I got the proportions fairly correct. I mean, it does look like a rabbit, so, or more specifically, it does look like a hare. more than a rabbit. Hares are more lanky than rabbits. Jackrabbit's a type of hare. And believe it or not, jackalopes actually exist. There's a condition, I believe it's called, it's a virus. I think it's the human papilloma virus. When they get it, they grow these keratinous protrusions from their heads. And sometimes they look like an ugly, like uneven mess, but they can come in all different shapes, and sometimes they look like antlers. Believe it or not. So if anybody ever tells you there's no such thing as a jackalope, you tell them there is. Because Brian told you. All right. Now it's kind of turning into something else. Making it black. We're just playing. I actually kind of like the idea of maybe making it a little more on the dark side. There we go. And then we'll go back over it with brighter colors. Let's try using some smaller paint brushes, and we will add a little bit of light blue and dark blue. And I'm just gonna keep reminding myself that this is just me. This is like the second time I've painted in probably years. The other one was some trees. So I am playing here. And I'm trying to just get a feel for how paint moves. Because a pen and a pencil, they usually do my bidding, but paint does not. Oh yeah, and then I drew a tree monster and I overpainted and it ended up looking really horrible and stupid. And if that happens here, well, hey, at least I have documented the different versions that I've made, and I can look at them and go through my video and be like, oh, I like that. Let's aim for that next time. All right. Let's get bold here. You know, if he's glowing, which I'm trying to make him do, why not make him look a little bit electric? I am liking that idea. So kind of like electricity, but they could also be veins. Yeah. And then the blue against the red is kind of nice. There we go. I don't know if that's any good, but and then let's, so if he's full of lightning, he's not just an object in space. He's actually has an open space within. So within that open space, we're just going to start with black. Highlight the electricity effects of veins. It's interesting how, like, in nature there are certain patterns that, you know, repeat, and one of those is you look at electricity, you look at veins, and you look at some types of fungus. They kind of form similar patterns. Damn. I think that's pretty freaking cool. do want to give him a pretty bright head. I was just about ready to wrap things up. All right, seriously, we gotta wrap this up now. Let's define his head a little bit more in his mouth. Just do black. And then give a little bit of, get kind of a little more red. Let's see. All right. And then we're going to give him a pupilless eye because I like drawing eyes without pupils. And we'll give him maybe I'll put some glow in the dark paint on him too. It's kind of coming off. That's okay though. That's okay. Add a little bit. Yeah, dude. Add a little yellow in there, man. Why not? And another thing is, this looks more like tree branches in the thicket than lightning, but that's actually quite appropriate. We're talking about Brer Rabbit. He's electric. Now the only question is, what do I put outside of him? I think I might want to give him a little bit of a background, actually, like maybe some maybe a tree. But let's just leave it at that for now. And our finishing touch will be some bright red. Oh, yes. We're going to do some, it's going to be in some brambles. And that will achieve the concept of the trickster. Do I want to add some brown into that? Maybe a little. I don't want to add too much because I'm trying to do the Japanese thing of using negative space, but I'm not even sure I like that. I think let's make it darker and more subtle. So it's just a part of the background. Yeah, I'm not really liking that. Let's get rid of it. I might have to go over this with the lightning stuff again, which is fine. I don't mind. I'm ruining my painting. All right, let's add a little bit of that. This brush is probably too big. You know, I think I'm too close to this now to really see it. I gotta stop and stand back to see what it really needs, I think, so. Go get some sleep. Yeah. My ADHD compulsiveness is kind of at work here, I think. All right. That's it. That's all we're going to do for now.